Now, there are adjunctive therapies which we support, and you're going to hear it from people at the convention. We don't want you to get the mistaken impression that you can employ one of them and feel that you've covered the ground you want to cover and you don't have to do the whole package. You're going to hear from Dr. Estrella tomorrow. He does cellular therapy. That system was developed many years ago by a Dr. Michel. Actually, he had heard something somewhere about someone doing research with cells from animals. And what happened was that a patient had had the parathyroids damaged during a surgical procedure. They had cut into them, and she would have lost her life because of it. There was some damage was done, was too acute. And what they did was call this Dr. What's his name? Not Dr. Michel. Nihans, I thank you. I can always count on someone in the audience. Dr. Nihans, Paul Nihans. And since he had been dabbling in this area, though he wasn't the originator of the concept, he had some black sheep out in his yard there, which he was raising. He slaughtered one of them, a pregnant sheep, by the way, so that he could get the fetal cells. The fetal cells are less rejected by the body because they haven't built up that ability to, or contamination, so that the body would reject those cells. And he mashed them down, made a preparation out of it, very crude preparation, put it into a syringe, injected the woman, and sure enough, those healthy cells from the parathyroid of the animal repaired the unhealthy condition of the patient. That was the beginning of cellular therapy to be done on a large scale. And Nihans worked there in Switzerland for many years until he died. Someone else has the clinic now. They were using fresh cells at the time. Now, the idea here is that if you've got poor function of the body, a breakdown in some of the organs and some of the endocrine system, that you can hurry up the repair process by using cellular therapy. It will hurry it up much faster than trying to achieve that goal with nutrition alone. That doesn't exclude the use of the nutrition. Nothing ever does, and we want to emphasize that. But it will get the body in a better condition so that it can cooperate in the whole healing process. Now, there are different kinds of cellular therapy, by the way. You've got what are called fresh cells. This is where they take the cells directly from the animals. You've got freeze-dried cells. There's another type, 3 types. I'm sorry, it slips my mind what the other. It doesn't really matter that much, but it's a process type of cellular therapy. Now, a lot of people prefer to get the fresh cells as though they are superior to the others. In doing some testing with cells in petri dishes, they found that the freeze-dried cells actually provided faster results than the fresh cells. There's a little hazard in using some of the fresh cells, too, that one has to take into account. You must have a very competent practitioner. In the freeze-dried process, they use only the nucleus of the cell. In using the whole fresh cells, you're also getting the protein. That can cause sometimes a euphoric reaction, or has actually been known to cause anaphylactic shock. The body reacts against that foreign protein. You don't contend with that when you do the freeze-dried cells.